So you've decided to join the fight against the Elder Dragons. You've installed the software, created your first character, and logged in. So now what? Guild Wars 2 offers a dizzying array of character options between race, class, weapons, skills, and traits. It's easy to get lost in the details. The Guild Wars 2 Survival Guide will give you the knowledge to sort out those details and take the noob out of new player. We start with your first 10 minutes. This is your story. From the very beginning, Guild Wars 2 puts your character at the heart of the story. But before we can begin, we have to understand our battlefield. So let's go over the user interface. On the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll find the main controls for the game. These include the game menu, your contacts, the hero menu, inventory, mail, the Black Lion Trading Company, the guild menu, world versus world, structured PvP, as well as in-game hints. The game menu brings up controls that allow you to modify the game client. These include options for the actual interface itself, editing your account, requesting support from ArenaNet, logging out to a different character, or logging out of the client entirely. The next menu is the contacts menu. On the contacts menu, you'll see a list of the people you've friended in-game. This will allow you to see where they are, regardless of what character they're playing and what guild they're in. The next menu is the hero menu. This is the menu you'll actually use most often while playing the game. From here, you'll be able to equip armor and weapons, as well as check out your character's stats and abilities, and you'll also be able to review your town clothes for those times you want to actually go around the game without your arms and weapons. Also, you'll be able to take a look to see what weapon skills you have unlocked, your slot skills, and review your traits. We'll go over this more in depth in a later video. You'll also be able to take a look to see where your character is in their personal story, and to review what recipes your character has learned for your crafts. Again, we'll review this more in detail in a later video. You'll also be able to review what achievements you've unlocked for your character. This is particularly important for the monthly and the daily achievements, which were set on a regular cycle. Next is your inventory. Here's where all the items you gain in-game will go before you sort them out to other places. This includes your guild bank if you're a member of a guild, your personal bank, or your equipment. The amount of items you can store in your inventory can be expanded by using bags and boxes, which are in-game items. Also on this screen are the various currencies you'll gain in-game. This includes gems, karma, laurels, and of course gold, silver, and copper. The next menu is the in-game mail. In-game mail allows you to communicate with other players as well as transfer items between players. It is also how the game provides you with information regarding quests and upcoming events. Guild Wars 2 also has a menu that allows you to access the Black Lion Trading Company. The Black Lion Trading Company is where you go to spend gems, which are the microtransaction currency that allows you to spend real-world money or in-game money to convert it to gems to purchase certain items in-game. This includes things like expanding your character slots, your bank slots, your inventory slots, as well as other boosters and social items. This menu is also where you can access the in-game trading post, which allows you to buy and sell items to other players and give you access to the game's player-based economy. The next menu is the guild menu. The guild menu provides information in regards to the guild that you've joined. This information includes membership as well as leadership. This also can include messages from the leadership regarding what the activities of the guild are that day or upcoming information. Since the guild is a player-based organization, different guilds are going to have different rules, and you're going to want to check with your leadership to see what is expected of you as well as what kind of benefits you have for being a guild member. The good news is that most guilds are actually pretty open about their membership, as well as educating new players. This can actually be the best resources you'll have in-game, as far as learning your new skills, as well as general information in regards to how Guild Wars 2 does things. The important thing to remember is, this is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. so community is extremely important. The next two menus represent the player versus player portions of the game. These include world versus world, where server is pitted against server in a community effort to gain benefits. You can see some of the information here. For right now, I'm just going to bring up this basic overview, but in a later video we'll go into world versus world in more depth. World versus world is almost its own game by itself, and there's a lot of information that needs to be absorbed. For right now, we'll leave that to another video. The other player versus player portion of the game is structured PvP. This differs from world versus world in that structured PvP is more about small teams working in concert to achieve goals versus the large-scale battles that world versus world encompasses. Much like world versus world, there's a lot to learn as far as structured PvP, and we'll cover that in a later video. The last menu is the hints menu. Here you can find all the in-game hints that ANET has provided in regards to how to play the game. If you've forgotten something or you need a quick reference, you can always bring up the hints menu. This concludes the review of the in-game menu that can be found at the top left part of the screen. The other portions of the screen that you need to be aware of: the bottom left-hand side of the screen has your chat window. This is how you'll mostly communicate with other players in-game. The bottom middle portion of the screen contains the information in regards to your character's abilities and hit points. This portion of the screen will probably be the series of menus you'll pay most attention to while playing the game. Each class in Guild Wars 2 has different skills based on their weapons, as well as different skills based on their slot skills. Your weapon skills are represented by the icons 1 through 5. Your slot skills are represented by the icons 6 through 10. These skills can be different based on the weapon you're wielding, as well as what skills you've unlocked for your character. In the first 10 minutes, you'll likely be getting used to the interface, as well as how to control your characters, so don't really worry about what these skills mean right now. We'll take care of that in a later video. On the lower right-hand portion of the screen is the mini-map. The mini-map is a great tool that allows you to find things in the world without having to resort to the larger in-game map. This will help you navigate better and be better aware of your surroundings. At the top right-hand portion of the screen is your achievement dashboard. This actually is not representative of the entirety of the achievements that are available in Guild Wars 2, but it's a quick hit area where you can track the day-to-day achievements that you're looking to accomplish, specifically in regards to things like your personal story, daily achievements, monthly achievements, and any special events. The full list of Guild Wars 2 achievements can be accessed through the Hero panel. With that, we've covered all the information in regards to the user interface for Guild Wars 2. I hope you found this information useful and informative, and I hope it clears up any confusion you may have when you first logged into the game. During your first 10 minutes of the game, your best bet is just to go out there and experience what Guild Wars 2 has to offer and have fun with it. In my upcoming videos, I'll go over topics including leveling, your hero development, the greater world, and what to do once you reach endgame. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to bringing more clarity to the world of Guild Wars 2, as well as providing useful information for the player base at large. Until next time, remember, this is your story.